Hello everyone, I'm Darren Adetossier.
I'm Sauna CB.
And for the very last time this season, welcome to the Formula E Pit Lane Preview Show. I mean, saying that out loud doesn't even feel real. I cannot believe that we've made it to the end of season 9.
No, it's going to be a bit sad actually,
Yeah.
not doing these pit lane previews, not having racing for a few months at least. But yeah, you said it there, I can't believe we're here. Season finale, incredible season, and to top it all off, in London, indoor-outdoor circuit here in the XL. It's an amazing venue. It has absolutely nothing to do that it's less than 5 miles away from where I live.
Yeah.
But as a venue, as an event, as a spectacle, it's incredible. Like the fans are getting so close to the action because it's indoors. It sort of like encapsulates all the sound, the lights, and everything. The music, the racing, it always delivers here. So yeah, where better to have a season finale than in London?
Then in London town, and of course a home race for Formula E. But not only that, Saunders, the fact that we have 4 drivers in contention for the championship, I think makes it all that bit more exciting. We've got Jake Dennis, Nick Cassidy, Mitch Evans and Pascal Wehrlein. I know it is a bit early on in the show, but what do we think is going to go down? What do we think is going to happen this weekend?
I mean, yeah, there are 4 mathematically in contention, but I'm really going to say this is Jake Dennis's championship to lose at this point. There are obviously enough points up for grabs for anyone in that top 4 to win it, but I think it's actually going to be a little bit less complicated than that, which we'll get into a bit later on.
Of course, and it was Rome that set this up. Let's have a bit of a recap on that race weekend because so much went on in that race.
Yeah, hugely dramatic, not just on track, but for the championship. The fact that we had different drivers leading the championship across the weekend, the whole championship narrative just changing race by race in Rome, 2 massive incidents, which obviously we don't like to see, grid changing. So very big spectacle, lots of drama in Rome, but it has set up things amazingly coming now into London. You've got a British driver potentially on track to win a championship on British soil. Jake Dennis, a whole or less than a race win worth of points ahead of Nick Cassidy. So all of that stuff in Rome, although dramatic, although action-packed, has led us to a perfect finale.
100%, and I know that you in fact did catch up with Jake Dennis and Nick Cassidy to hear how they're feeling ahead of the weekend, and we also put your fan questions to Mr. Robin Frines.
And we're also going to have a look at your getting about the city, seeing Stoffel van Dorn, the Saudi City story, see what happened there. We also have a little new feature, or a new, I guess very exclusive for London.
Yeah.
We've got the 2 Jakes, Jake Hughes, Jake Dennis, the great British takeoff.
Oh gosh.
We've got them together to have a little chat.
Did you come up with that title?
No,
Okay,
I can't take responsibility for that. I wish I had.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Formula E Pit Lane Preview Show without a Saunders CB preview into everything to look forward to this weekend at the 2023 Hankook London E-Prix.
The time is finally here, the season 9 finale in London, and British driver Jake Dennis leads, but with less than a race win worth of points between him and Cassidy, it is by no means wrapped up. So which driver and teams will leave here crowned world champions? Let's get up to speed. The London circuit is one of the most challenging and physically demanding on the calendar. Drivers often commenting on the upper body strength needed to conquer this layout. So doing well here requires not just speed and intelligence, but also strength. The teams and drivers also have an FIA usable energy deduction to deal with, meaning a huge change in how the teams will need to approach this race from a strategy and energy management point of view. 2 elements that they have to contend with, but only 1 driver can win. So let's look at each of our contenders and their claim on the title. Jake Dennis goes into the finale on 195 points, 24 points ahead of Cassidy, with 58 points up for grabs across the weekend. Scoring just 6 points more than Cassidy on Saturday and not being outscored by Evans by 15 points or Wehrlein by 20, and the championship will go to Jake Dennis. But as we know, Formula E is rarely that easy, and the driver in prime position to stop him is also one of the most consistent this season, Nick Cassidy. 7 podiums and 1 more race win than Dennis to his name this season, the Kiwi driver has stepped up his Formula E game immensely. We've seen him on multiple occasions fly up the order in energy-demanding races like this one will be to get podiums and race wins, and able to do it from as far back as 10th on the grid. The 2 other drivers also in the running with the ability to spoil the party are of course Mitch Evans and Pascal Wehrlein. Both drivers have 3 wins to their name this season and have shown what they are capable of. A lot will have to go in their favour to beat Dennis and Cassidy to the crown, but there are no 2 drivers better equipped this season to cause as big of an upset and have the championship go down to the wire. In the Teams Championship, however, things are much closer. Just 35 points separate the top 4 teams of Envision Racing, Tag Heuer Porsche, Jaguar TCS Racing and Avalanche Andretti, with 94 points up for grabs. Teams Championship finishing positions are everything for the teams. The higher they finish, the more money is awarded to them, which is massive in what resources they can allocate and money they can spend on their teams and cars next season. There is one hell of a battle ahead, but who will come out on top? Prepare yourself for a season finale to remember.
Fabulous work as always, Saunders.
Thank
Love
you.
that. Got me very excited for this weekend.
Well, there's plenty to be excited about. I mean, we're not just talking about the championship where it is and the story there, but London specifically. This track is action-packed. Every time we come here, there's something that spices up the championship. There's some bit of action or drama that just moves things around. We're talking, Lucas's safety car cheekiness a couple of years ago. We've got Stoffel Van Dorn being crashed out by Oliver Rowland. All these things that have happen here. So to have a season finale on a circuit that creates so much drama, it's like the mailman, always delivers.
I love that. Do you know what also always delivers? Your fan questions, and this week we've put them to Robin Frines.
My favorite dish from the Netherlands. I'm an Italian kind of guy, food-wise. I would say hagelslag. No one knows what that is, eh?
What is that?
It's those chocolate sprinkles. I would say Antonio da Costa, because I know he has a nice house, he lives close to the sea, and he has nice dogs, so it's kind of a life I would change this. Ajax. I'm very close to Nico, obviously. He's my teammate first of all, and I obviously know him for quite so many years. We did DTM together, so we even go on holiday together. I think generally speaking, everybody's really close with their teammates, but I'm pretty close with Cassidy as well, my ex-teammate from last year, Da Costa, Evans, Norman, those people I like having fun with. My idol, let's say, was Senna. Inside, favorite track FE is Rome, I would say. Outside is Nordschleife. It's not easy. First of all, the injury itself, it feels, well, my feeling was that you let the team down, even though, I mean, it's not your own mistake, you don't break your bones for fun. But you're just sitting at home and you can't help the team forward, even though they had a very difficult start of the season. You want to, try to improve and make bigger steps. So it's been quite frustrating. I was still trying to help them the best way I could, having my, opinions about different things. But some things you can't change. So I just working hard to get back as soon as possible, which I did. Definitely. I think everybody is keen for their home race. Myself, I've been born and raised in south of Holland, in Maastricht. I don't see where the track could happen there, but it would be very fun to have a track there. I know that Eindhoven was speaking to FE for quite a while. I don't know what the latest on that topic, but yeah, definitely a home race will be very nice for me. I think what comes on my mind first is the first win I had in Paris. It was also the first wet race we had in Formula E. I think the only one so far as well. That comes to my mind, and the pole I had in the wet again in Berlin with the up guys. This was also definitely a highlight, coming from, let's say, an underdog to put it on pole or front row lockout for Team Abt.
Thank you very much to Robin for answering your fan questions, and thank you to you as well for sending them in. They've been amazing all season.
They really have. But, Robin has had quite the challenging season, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's been tough, not just for him, but for the Abt Cupra team. I think they've really took a while to get up to speed with that Mahindra powertrain. We obviously had a few moments of greatness, including that Berlin wet qualifying where the two Coopers were front row of the grid, amazing to see. But yeah, it hasn't been amazing. Signs of improvement though, I think, in the later stages of the season, and now it's just about finishing strong.
Yeah. And on this epic circuit in London,
Absolutely.
which I know two drivers will be very excited to be on this weekend. We have Jake Dennis and Jake Hughes, the two British drivers. How are they feeling ahead of the weekend?
Whoa, we're going to find out because we took the two drivers together for a special episode of the Great British Takeoff. You've got Jake Hughes, first time racing on home soil in Formula E, and Jake Dennis, someone that's returning to a place with very many happy memories. He's won here a few times before. So here's the special episode, the Great British Takeoff. Enjoy.
Mate, I made you a cake.
Me too. What's the
Oh, that was an awful photo.
That's your Love Island shot, mate.
See, yours, you actually look happy in yours though.
Welcome to the first and probably the last episode of the Great British Takeoff. Obviously our home race this weekend, a big event for both of us, but when was the last time you raced indoors?
Indoors, probably
Pro karting.
pro karting, yeah, like arrive and drive in West Bromwich, mate. It's,
Bromwich.
I was going to start
in the
karting
hood.
in Oldbury. That was probably the
The
last time,
Midlands.
yeah. But you, I mean, you've raced here, what, 3 years now?
This is my third.
This is your
Coming
third.
up to my third, so I mean it's a cool experience. I think last year was pretty special when when we had that good result and when you come off the accelerator, you hear everyone cheer.
Yeah.
Like that's something I'll never forget, and hopefully we can replicate it again this year. But yeah, the British fans were pretty special. It's gonna be a full house, sold out both days, so very looking forward to it.
So have you even given thought to like maybe winning the championship trophy here?
I'm trying not to. I mean, I've had enough press the past couple of days to sort of shove it in my face and talk to me about it, but I'm just trying to put it on the side and just do my thing and take it session by session, keep the team and myself in check and not make any stupid errors. I think we're in a good position to obviously try and win this thing, but yeah, just try not to let your emotions get too ahead of yourself and focus on the job in hand, what we've been doing the past couple of...
Treat it like any other race, mate.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. So obviously coming to the end of the season, I mean, I was a rookie once. How does it feel to sort of get it out of the way and finish the season off?
Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be nice to not be a rookie anymore in F1. It feels like every single time people ask me, I'm referenced as the rookie with Sasha. So I don't know, I think after the first 3 races, I think if people were asking me like, what do you think is possible from the season? I was probably too naive in thinking that maybe I could fight for the top 5.
Yeah.
So the first 3 races were obviously pretty good, and then rookie stuff sets in and you start making some mistakes and you think you could have probably got some podiums here and there, but I think overall I'm honestly pretty happy with my season.
I think
It'll be nice to finish, if I can, 10th in the championship.
Yeah.
To be a top 10 and come back for more next year. So obviously your season's been like littered with success, mate. So what's the best one?
Yeah, we've had a successful year so far. We've had 9 podiums, and I think the win in Rome was pretty special. It's a proper driver's track. It's one of the hardest on the calendar, I'm sure you know, and it's such a big race for me. Obviously with Mitch and Nick crashing, I really had to try to exploit everything I could with the maximum points, and we did just that. And obviously after the mistake on Saturday, it was like full redemption. So I'd say Rome, but we've had some real good highlights, some lows as well. But we're in this position for a reason, and I'm hoping that we can just try and achieve the good results we've had over the past sort of 6-7 rounds.
Right, mate. Good luck. All the best. I'm sure you got this, and let's go and eat some chocolate cake.
I don't think it's chocolate.
Well, yours looks like chocolate.
Cheers, brother.
I've made it though, obviously, so I know it's chocolate.
Sure.
Thanks to Jake and Jake, and I have to say that cake looks amazing. Watching that not having had breakfast, probably not the best idea.
Jake, cake. Well, maybe it would be the icing on the cake if he does
Ooh.
go and win that championship.
Very smooth Saunders. Well, maybe Jake Dennis is hungry for the World
No more,
Championship.
no more, please.
I mean, let us know in the comments down below if you have anything else to add to that. But, I mean, it's true. How epic would that be for him to take the home win and a World Championship in the UK?
I mean, on home soil would be absolutely epic. And thankfully, that is not the last that we're hearing from Jake Dennis in this pit lane preview. We will be talking to him about those championship hopes, and we're also talking to Nick Cassidy about the man that wants to take those hopes away and have them for his own. Here's what they had to say. It all comes to this weekend, it all comes to an end. Do you feel like, how do you feel at this moment in terms of physically?
I don't want it to end, man. I mean, I'm having a good time. I feel like I'm getting stronger all the time. I'm only focused on Formula E. That's It's my bread and butter. It's what I want to do, what I want to win at. Yeah, everything's going into this. This is all my effort. So mindset for this weekend is I don't have anything to lose. I think I lost a lot in Rome on Sunday. And so now it's put me in a position where I've got a big opportunity in front of me to go out there and do the best job I can.
The word in the paddock, everyone's saying it, including me, is that it's yours to lose. Does it feel that way from your point of view?
Yeah, 100% it's mine to lose. Cassidy's going to do everything he can, and so is obviously Mitch and Pascal, but I'm not feeling any pressure at the moment. I'm super relaxed. Probably changed from Saturday, I guess. I mean, I'm only human, so I think I will feel some pressure. There's no denying that, but I'm excited to be here, you know. I think when we see this grandstand full on Saturday, it's going to be a very special event.
How do you feel about this circuit? Is it one that if you were to look at the start of the season, say, that's a strong one, that's not a strong one, where does this lie?
After Monaco, I was like, okay, where are we in the championship? We're in a strong position, what rounds are left? And we had Jakarta, Portland, Rome and London. Jakarta, I think, is always going to be a weak one for us. Portland as well. We won Portland when we shouldn't have. And then I look at Rome and London, and they're two tracks that really suit our car. So, okay, we potentially lost, you know, a really good result on that Sunday in Rome where I felt our car deserved to get something decent. But we got Portland when we shouldn't have, and now we're at a track that should be good for us as well. So let's see.
You want to wrap it up on Saturday. What's it going to take to make that happen?
Well, obviously I need to beat Nick by 6 points. That's obviously the main thing. That's what I have to do to win it. But yeah, I just don't want to do anything stupid either, and I don't think he does. And we don't need to end this championship with an outside influence, I would say. I mean, if I finish this weekend second or third in the championship, and purely because we weren't good enough, then I can go into the winter and accepting that, and you know, the best man won. But obviously, if something happens, you get taken out, failure back in season 7, you know, for Mitch, myself, and Mortara, then it's a lot harder to take, and you have a long winter for sure.
Look, realistically, I'm 24 points behind. I need a good Saturday, I need a good Sunday, but it's game on. I'm here to fight.
I mean, it would be great to win the championship, like fundamentally. If we can do it, trying to get a podium as well would be even special. But yeah, I'm just excited and raring to get going.
What an exciting season finale we have ahead of us, Saunders.
Absolutely, you know, both Jake and Nick, they know that title is in touching distance. There's of course the team's championship as well to be thinking about. But aside from Jake and Nick, we have mentioned it a few times, it is still very much up for grabs, mathematically, for Mitch Evans and Pascal Wehrlein. And far stranger things have happened in this championship. So as we know in Formula E, rule absolutely nothing out.
Oh yeah.
But now, sadly actually, it's time for our final feature of the Pit Lane Preview Show for London, but also for the season.
Yeah.
And it is of course your city stories, exploring somewhere that's a hometown for both of us, but in a slightly different way.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's just say there was a bit of a green theme that was running along. So this is London Discovered, brought to you by Saudia. So we're back in London, and where better to crown our world champion than the country of kings and queens. So excited to be here. It's also a home race for myself. So I'm going to take you all along with me as we see and explore what this incredible city has to offer. This is London Discovered, brought to you by Saudia. We start here on Brick Lane, one of East London's best known streets, full of cool shops, street art, and of course, those famous curry houses. There is something for everyone if you come here, so let's go and explore this cultural hotspot. And who better to talk to about the streets of London than a man who knows his way around a street corner pretty well. Let's catch up with Saudia Global Ambassador Stoffel van Doorn. Stoffel, amazing to see you again, this time in London, which is a home race for me, obviously season finale for Formula E, and I believe one of your favourite cities, so how excited are you to be here?
Yeah, definitely. I actually used to live in London a couple of years back, so got some good memories around here. But it's a great location for the final race of the season. It's a very special circuit with the inside bit and the outside bit.
And what are some of your favourite things about the city?
I like the city. I like to come here on the weekend and yeah, kind of enjoy the food. Shoreditch has some very nice coffee shops, especially, so I like my coffee. And then it's a perfect city for shopping as well. So yeah, there's some great places around here to top up the wardrobe.
And the bucket hat collection, of course.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Stoffel, for your time. I'll let you go back to the team because I know it will be a very busy weekend for you, but lovely to chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
just down the road from Brick Lane, we have Box Park, which is the world's first pop-up mall and is home to some incredible fashion, lifestyle and wellness brands. Let's go check it out. As well as being a hub for shopping, it's also a great place to hang out with friends, grab a bite to eat or enjoy some live music. But on the topic of food, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm getting kind of hungry. So let's head over to one of my favourite London street food spots. So here we are at Hackney Bridge, home to some incredible cuisine from around the world. We've got everything from Japanese food to Italian, Mexican to Filipino. I'm absolutely obsessed with all the options here and I'm going to go find some lunch. Thank you! Absolutely unreal food at Hackney Bridge as always, but now I think it's time for a bit of a post-lunchtime stroll. Next stop, Hackney Canal. Canals are such a cool feature of London and a really interesting way to get out and about and explore the city. Whenever I've got some free time, I like to come down and honestly just follow the pathways, see where I end up, and it never disappoints. So I've just come from the canals and have now ended up at the iconic Queen Elizabeth Park, which was once the Olympic Park and is now a huge public legacy space of the London 2012 Olympics. So a lovely little pit stop there at Queen Elizabeth Park, but there is still one more place that I'd like to show you in London. Let's go. I mean, just look at this. Would you believe that we are just a stone's throw away from where we're going to be racing this weekend? We're at the Walthamstow Wetland Marshes in Lee Valley, which is an incredible green space. It has over 400 species of plant and it's a perfect spot to come and visit and relax before all the action this race weekend. Well, what a lovely day out that was, and in true Formula E style, we had a very green theme to today, which we love to see, and hope you all enjoyed seeing what you can do and discover if you're in the city. Now, of course, the main attraction is going to be this weekend with our season finale of Formula E. We cannot wait to have you all there, and if you're joining in from online, then head over to the Formula E website to find out where you can watch wherever you are in the world.
So that looks very fun. Always nice to see some more unique sides of the city.
100%, and to be joined by Stoffel van Dorn, always a pleasure. But now, Saunders, for the last time this season, this is a big one, okay? It's not just going to be who's going to win this race weekend. It's not going to be, oh, what do we think is going to go down in the session? It's going to be, who is going to be our Season 9 Formula E World Champion?
I mean, even if you argue, who is it going to be on Sunday? You know, we're up here, what a great vantage point off the start-finish straight. Lights are there. Who will be crossing this very point on Sunday? Is it even going to be Sunday?
This
Could
is the
Jake
question.
Dennis do it on Saturday in the first race?
There we go.
Feasibly he can. All he needs to do, as I said earlier, is he just needs to beat Nick Cassidy by 6 points on that first day, and the championship is wrapped up on Saturday. So I still think, I've said it a couple of times in this show, this championship is Jake Dennis's to lose. That's a lot of pressure to come into a weekend on. And when you're someone like Nick Cassidy, a guy that across this season has always been better at hunting the lead rather than being in the lead, there's a few elements, as we talked about in that VT earlier, about how this track might help their styles or maybe go against their styles. Yeah, it's Jake Dennis's to lose, but there is no one better equipped than the 3 drivers behind him to put the pressure on. So will it be that way come Saturday or Sunday night? Who knows?
Oh, so exciting. I mean, this has truly been one of my favourite Formula E seasons. So much action, so much drama, and as always, a real pleasure to do it all with you, Saunders.
Likewise, it's been great. I mean, we've had the debut of Gen 3, of course, we've had new locations, there's been so much action, so much new, so much record breaking with speeds and everything. You know, it really has been probably one of the best seasons yet.
Yeah, and thanks to all of you for tuning in, watching, supporting. But of course, the final one will be this weekend for the 2023 Hankook London E3. We'll see you there.